Hey guys, welcome back. We are doing another video on LEGO Star Wars. Today we are ranking all the classes based on their abilities. Really get into the nitty gritty, the good, the bad, the ugly, and if you didn't catch my full breakdown on all the abilities, go do that now before you watch any further, because we are talking spoilers. Now just a quick recap on our last video, we went through there were 9 different classes. In order we have Jedi, Hero, Scavenger, Scoundrel, Bounty Hunter, Villain, Darkside, Astro Max, and Protocol Droid. Now it's important to note, while I'm doing these rankings, these are my personal opinion, but you're also going to find characters who will fit into more than one class. For example, you will have Scavenger Rey and Jedi Rey, or you might have Jedi Anakin and Darkside Anakin. So let's just kick straight into it. At number 9, we have Scavenger. And Scavenger finds itself down here at the bottom because its abilities were very simple. Its best ability being Better Breaker Blaster, increases explosive range and damage, but everything else is just faster climbing, faster gliding, and themes for your tools. And believe me, I'm all about customization, but this only seems to be in one class, which is really disappointing. And now, on to number 8, we have Astro Max, with their worst ability being Droid Barge. Now, droids can actually go through this game without being attacked, so taking an ability that actively puts them in the line of fire seems like the wrong way to go. I would put their best ability at Astro Max Socket Expert. Alright, so that's going to allow them to play their mini games, and not only can you just completely bypass the mini games, but you can also get more studs for doing them. Okay, now to number 7, and in 7th position we have Scoundrel. By no means is this class really lacking in anything, it's just a little too niche. All of its abilities serve this class well. I'd say its weakest one would be the Combat Slide, but it's definitely a toss-up between that charged shot and the piercing rounds for its most useful ability. I like the charged shot for its extra damage and its ability to ricochet, but the piercing rounds are going to be super helpful when you come up against enemies who keep building blockades. And in 6th place, we have Protocol Droids. This may sound like a surprise initially, and in my first draft I actually had them ranked higher. And when I did my initial breakdown, I was so surprised how good it was. I was not expecting much. But this class will take you by surprise. I would say its weakest ability would be Destructive Disassembly, and that's not just because it's hard to pronounce. Because once again, it's one of those abilities that allows droids to do damage, and droids don't really need to do damage. They can go through the levels without being attacked, so it's just a bit of a backward step. And without a doubt, its best ability is the Turret Tune-Up. Alright, this is going to be amazing. Upgrading this thing, watching all those bullets ricocheting off the walls, taking out troopers. It's just mouth-watering stuff that you want to play. And holding it out of 5th position is the very noble Jedi Class. Now you probably think I'm crazy, I've got a screw loose, and this should definitely be in one of the top 2. But there is one very strong reason as to why this is lower than you expected. Every class you go through has 4 different abilities. But when you get to the Jedi class, you find the last 2 abilities both focus on the Jedi mind tricks. Trick Time and Mind Master respectively work on both the duration and the range of the mind trick force ability. And in all honesty, it could have all been rolled up into one ability. And it's for that very same reason in 4th spot we find the Dark Side. Just like the Jedi class, you need to use 2 different abilities to really unlock the potential of one. Force Crush looks awesome. Can't wait to have a go at it, but you need Dark Rise to unlock the ability to pick up Stormtroopers and other non-droid characters with that ability. But all in all, I dare say these 2 classes in particular have been a little bit nerfed because of how well they perform in combat. And that's why in 3rd position we find Bounty Hunters. And the biggest difference between this class and the last class is I just could not fault it. Every ability in Bounty Hunter just suits it so well. Even the first ability, Enemy Detector, is just so useful. To be able to see through the walls like you're using infrared is just amazing. And on top of being a well-rounded class, it even adds the shock grenade, which appears to be a completely new ability specific to this class. Allowing you to stun enemies, this ability will prove to be overpowered, especially if you're playing couch co-op with this next class. Now, admittedly, it was a huge toss-up between first and second place. But here in second place, we have villains. From bigger blasts to extra ammo, this class has two really key abilities. Defense Droid gives you a training remote that will follow you around and attack your enemies. Now, this is a separate ability specific to this class, but it also offers Villain Terminal Expert, which will allow you to bypass the Villain Terminal mini-games or give you extra studs for completing them. Now, that might not sound like much, but anything that'll help you through the actual episodes will help you unlock more Kyber bricks for completing the extra mission objectives. Which takes us to our top spot, number 1, Numero Uno. We have the Hero class. And the reason why I have chosen the Hero class as number 1 is because it will be most commonly used than any other class throughout the episodic adventures. And that is important because you find Hero Terminal Expert as their key ability. Now, this does the same thing as the Villain Terminal Expert, although we're most likely to come across these more often, which will be huge for completing the extra objectives from each episode. On top of that, we get Improved Shield Generator, which is going to increase your survivability when you get into dogfights in space, which is a huge draw card to this game. And not only that, they'll have the ability to absorb a lot of damage and regenerate quicker during ground combat. And to learn more about that in detail, please check out my previous video, the leaked full abilities breakdown and review. Link in the description. And there you have it, all classes ranked from 0 to hero, excuse the pun. What are your thoughts? Is there something I missed? Let me know. Be sure if you liked today's video to like and subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We're only a week away from the game dropping, so make sure to check out my Twitch channel where I will be streaming daily Star Wars LEGO, and also my TikTok for more Skywalker Saga content. Links in the description. And wherever you are, day or night, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll catch you on the dark side.